So this week, what I want you to do is pick a film that you like and we're going to analyze it, and I want you to rate it out of 20. Okay, so I've got 4 different categories that you're going to each rate out of 5. First thing I want you to look at when you're analyzing your film is the story. Does the story make sense? Is there a beginning, middle, and end? Does it tie in everything together? Does it leave any loose ends that you want explained, or does it explain everything in a satisfying way? Is it maybe too complicated, or even is it too simple? Is there a message that it was trying to get across, or was there no message and it's just, there's no meaning to it, just an entertaining film that's trying to make you laugh or whatever? So if it did have a message, if it did have a meaning, how well did the filmmakers get that meaning across? Or on the other side, you know, if it didn't have a message, it was just supposed to be a lot of fun to watch, how well do you think they did that? Yeah, so I want you to think about all those things and give story a mark out of 5. So the next thing would be the characters. That's what I want you to look at next. Is there characters that you like? Is there characters that you don't like? If so, why? I want you to really think about what is it that you like about a particular character. Was it their actions? Was it the things they were doing? Or was it their dialogue? Was it the things that they were saying? Was it how they were interacting with other characters or interacting with the world around them? If you don't like a character, then why? Is it what they're doing? Is it what they're saying? What is it about that character that makes you not like them or like them? And you can think about their backstory as well. Did they give you enough backstory to explain what they were doing in the film? Did they do that on purpose? Did they deliberately leave out the backstory and then maybe you find out in a sequel or something? Or did they put in too much backstory and there's things about the character that are revealed that don't mean anything, that doesn't make any sense? And the other thing I want you to think about with character is what's motivating them. What's driving them to do the things they're doing in the film? And is that explained well enough? Do you just assume that the hero is doing it because they have a good heart? Or is it explained? Is there a specific purpose? Is there a specific reason why the characters are doing what they're doing? And how well does that come across in the film? Does what they say match up with what they do? Maybe they say they want to do something, but then in their actions, they're not quite showing it. Is that on purpose or is it not? So how well have the writers written these characters, and how well are the actors making these characters come to life? And you can score that out of 5 as well. So the next thing I want you to think about is the look of the film, the overall look of the film and the design that's gone in to the film. In terms of look, you can think about lighting. Have they used the lighting well? Have they used the lighting effectively in some way that's made you stop and think, that's really good what they've done there? And you can think about colors. Have they used colors in some way, in some cool way that means something? Or are the colors just not important at all? And that's not necessarily a bad thing either. It's just how well you think the filmmakers have done what they're trying to do. In terms of design, there's costumes, there's sets, there's the visual effects, which have to match the world that's been created. How well do all these things tie in together and make you believe that this other world exists? Or if it's not, you know, that's obviously more for sci-fi fantasy films, but the design still needs to match. It still all needs to match together to make you believe that this is all happening in the same place or the same world, even if that world is our world in the present day. So the last thing I want you to look at when you're analysing your film is the editing and the pace of the film. So how fast the action is moving. So yeah, is the film too long? Were you falling asleep halfway through? Was it too short? Did you think at the end, oh, I could have watched more of this? Was there any scenes that made you bored? Were there any scenes that were just a bit too long and were explaining things too much and you thought, come on, get on with the action, you know? Or maybe there was a scene where you thought, oh, I wanted to watch more of this, but it was over too quickly. So all that stuff is to do with the editing and the pace of the movie. So I want you to rate that out of 5 as well. So this exercise is really to help you think about movies from the perspective behind the camera. What were the people who made the film thinking when they were making the film? What were the writers thinking when they were planning out these characters and these scenes and the overarching plot and story? What was the director thinking when he picked that particular shot? What were the actors thinking when they decided to do a line in that particular way? Okay? So I don't want you to just sit and watch a film and be like, oh yeah, that was good. I want you to really think why it was good, why you enjoyed it or didn't enjoy it, so that when it comes to making films for yourself, you'll be able to borrow ideas and themes and shots and a whole load of other stuff from other films that you've thought about and analysed, and you'll be able to make better movies than if you hadn't thought about all of this stuff beforehand. So I hope you have enjoyed all of these filmmaking challenges that I've been setting you over the past weeks, and I hope I have encouraged you to pursue a passion in filmmaking in some small way at least. And if you've done any of these challenges, please do send them in, because we love to see what you guys have been up to. I hope you enjoy your summer holidays.